And I think the initial thing whenever you have kids, you just want to keep them safe, right? That's like the initial response. Just keep things out of their mouth. Don't let them put their fingers in sockets, right? Just keep them safe. But every time you get like a scare, it's like really shocking. We also have a daughter. I have a daughter named Ruby. She's incredible. I don't have a lot of material on her because she's like perfect. But I had a scary incident with her when she was 7 years old. She twisted her knee on the trampoline and she was like screaming. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. So I took her to the emergency room and it was so cute. The nurse came out and asked her if she was allergic to anything. I'm like, no, she's not. But my 7-year-old daughter, Ruby, tugged me on the sleeve and was like, Dad, I'm allergic to guinea pigs. I just thought it was cute. But here's what's weird, you guys. The nurse wrote it down. Like, I'm not a doctor and I don't know how medicine works, but I like to envision there was another nurse, like on her way out with like two little pet carriers, like, oh, she is allergic? Okay, I'll just take it. She did say she was allergic. Okay. What did she say? She did say she was allergic. Okay, all right. She did. Okay. All right, not a problem. Sure. I'll just take Dr. Whiskers and Dr. Butterscotch back. Dr. Butterscotch canceled her tea time. It's just a funny scenario, right? But it's also kind of scary. Has anybody ever had a surgery? We had to be put under for a little bit. It's nerve-wracking. I can't imagine a scenario where you're in the surgery room and the anesthesiologist is like, count backwards from 100, and you're like 100, 99, 98, 97. And a guinea pig walks into the room. Your immediate reaction is like, oh, because they're cute, right? But then when you've noticed he's like scrubbed in, that's gotta be the worst. Like, no! That's gotta be the worst roller coaster of emotions. I feel like I went too far with that. Like, then you wake up from surgery and the doctor's like, he's got his back to you, he's checking the charts. And you're like, oh, doc, I had the weirdest dream. I had the weirdest dream that a guinea pig did my operation. And the doctor's like, I did do this. I don't know. Does he talk? I don't know. You guys are all, I don't know what a guinea pig sounds like. I admit I did not do research on that joke. Oh, man. Twins. Man, the twins are crazy. Like, I'm just, ugh. And I'm torn always between being a dad and a comedian. You know what I mean? So I'm always kind of like messing with them, but I probably shouldn't. Me and my son Thomas, we were in Arizona. We were at like some park, and he was like, Dad, why does that lady have an umbrella? It's not raining. And I explained to him it's to protect her from the sun's rays, right? The sun can be dangerous. And he turned to me, he's like, oh, she's a vampire? And what I should have said was, no, vampires aren't real. But instead I went with, run! Get out of here! It's not funny, therapy twice a week. My other son, Jonas, we were swimming once and he came up to me, he's like, Dad, how come your stomach doesn't look like mine? How come you don't have a six-pack like I do? I was like, Jonas, how come you don't have an Xbox? And he's like, Dad, I do. I do. I'm like, not anymore, because that was a rude question. Go to your room! And no crunches.